This needs to get out of my sight. All right, so we have an Aetherdrift collector booster box to open. Exciting. Whee! Made in Japan. So these, in theory, the Made in Japan ones I will open from back to front, I think. I think the commons are usually in a reverse order if they are made in Japan from that printing, as opposed to fabriqué aux États-Unis. Sorry, made in the United States. So, let's see what we get. I don't think there's a box topper for these, but I could be wrong. Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait, maybe. This one. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, let's get the rest of those out of there. There is a box topper. Hehe. All right, checking the 6 and 6. Yep, that's what we got. Okay. So, putting those aside, let's check out the box topper first. We got our trusty Good Luck Ancient Ferrari. Yay. Sorry. Anyway. It's the only car I still have. The rest went to my nephew. Along with a bunch of rainbow unicorn type things. He loves those too. Got a lovely wide a variety of interests. Oh no, these are those ugly. Okay, sorry. These I'm not a fan of. The first place foils or whatever they are. They're supposed to be gold, but frankly, in person they look yellow. Is what they look like. Yellow, and it's kind of ugly. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my taste. If it's yours, I'm sorry. I'm pooping on it, but and I hope it's wonderful, and I can maybe send mine. But it looks more gold on the screen than it actually looks in person. It looks really yellow in person, and yeah. One of my chatters put it piss yellow. So there we are. And a Salvation Engine. Other artifact creatures you can only get +2/+2. 6/10 for 5. White. Whenever this vehicle attacks, return up to 1 target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. This is a great card. I would like to run the other version of it. Haha. Okay. Anyway, that's what we have there. Let's put those aside. Okay, next. So, first booster. I'm looking for a bunch of things. There's a lot of stuff that's really great in this to play in various decks of mine already, as well as decks I'm in the process of building. The cycling deck in particular, I have some cool stuff that I'm planning for. I've already opened a couple pieces for that, but there are more that I'm hoping to open. And so we'll see what I can pull from that. Obviously, I think Catrimos is the most valuable thing as far as I know. And Catrimos and Aetherspark and yeah, things from there. But there's a lot of stuff of the lesser valuable stuff that I actually do want to play with. It's just a shame that it's of lesser value if I open it. Yay. All right, so here we go. From the back to front, yes, we're correct. The Japanese stuff does have the comments at the back. Okay, Glitch Ghost Surveyor. I like that in Limited as a fun one because it has the evasion that it needs to get to that max speed. It's not great, but it's fine. It's perfectly playable. Blossoming Sands, you got your fixing. You have Lightning Strike, great card. I've been destroyed by it quite a few times, actually. We had somebody who had like 4 of them in the early game, and it was just like, okay. And then I've always been like dying to it as well. Like, you know, I'll be behind, and I think I might have a chance at coming back, and then they just finish me off with a Lightning Strike, and I'm like, well, they don't have lethal on the board. But yeah. Starting column has its uses. Calaxian, Hunger Tyrant. That is a chunky ball o' croc. Reminds me of Thembercho in the Thembershow in Dungeons and Dragons, the movie, and this is and obviously the card that we had. But yeah, that Kronk is, I mean, really not going anywhere fast. So there we go. like me. Okay, anyway. Spell Pierce. And again, we're getting this sort of like Duskmorny art because Winter's apparently one of the team leaders, I guess. Broadside Barrage, great card in limited. And obviously Spell Pierce is very good here because we have a lot of non-creature spells in the form of the vehicles, etc. In addition to the normal removal and so on. Forest Full Art with the Raceway. Perspectives. And Dune Drifter alternate art. These alternate arts do not send me. I am not a fan of their look. That's just me. That's my, artistic preferences. I think I would be fine with the look here of the actual, like, it's more cartoonish style of this. That's fine. But the background, I'm just like, wow, it doesn't feel like it's set in a magic world. It feels, yeah. Anyway, for me, like, I don't mind the cartoon style I like, / comic style, comic book, more inspired with the lines and the inking. But like the background, ugh. Anyway, so I'll probably be giving away a lot of those on stream. Another one, Spot Cycle Scouter. I really don't like this vehicle very much. In limited, it's fine. It's not exciting at all. Bulwark Ox. This one seems fun. I haven't had the greatest success with it, but it can be great. Yeah. Can be fun. Saheeli, Radiant Creator, non-foil extended art. The foil extended art comes for, just standard with the commander deck that it comes in. That Saheeli comes in. You get this in full art foil. So this is less exciting for me than normal, but there we are. River Churn Monument. Ask me how much I hate mill in limited. It's a lot. And this one is particularly annoying. Like, it can just end the game, like, right there. It's really, really annoying. If it's a late game, or if it's already gotten a few cards in there, I was just like, ugh. 14 cards at a time for 4 mana. Anyway, Quag Feast. Choose target creature, planeswalker, or vehicle. Mill 2 cards, then destroy the chosen permanent if its mana value is less than or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. It's a pretty good removal spell, but it is sorcery speed. But it's good and limited. Good enough. Whoa! Oh, I didn't know we had these things. I didn't know we had Japanese foil art thingies. It looks like I don't know if you're getting fractured foils in these or something. Is that what we're getting? But this is a regular foil. It does not look to be fractured or any special foil treatment that I can see. There's a little bit of interesting stuff in this stuff here. It is a little bit textured. In the cloud area thing there. I'm gonna pull it up and have you take a look. See the texture here and there. Maybe it is textured. Yeah, it feels textured. It just doesn't look that textured. Anyway, March of the World ooze. That's cool. It's a mythic, and it's I think it's at least partially, special treatment, I guess. So yeah, that's neat. This card I've lost to quite a bit. Does not feel fair and limited. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. That's a nice open. I think it is textured at least slightly, but it doesn't go over the whole foil, so it's just interesting. So yeah, we'll put that aside, and I will sleeve that up. Timeless Dragon. So this is a double-sided token from the commander, it looks like. Not in particular from the main set, because there is no Timeless Dragon in the main set. Okay, interesting. So I'm going to pull the rares out now so I don't have to spend so much time doing that later. I want to be able to show them off later. Okay, so let's put these aside. Okay, that's cool. March of the Whirloos I did want. I'm not sure whether I'm going to put it in an actual ooze deck, but I might definitely put it in something else. Where's the tab thing? Is there no tab on this one? Well, either way, it still works like that, sort of. I won't bend anything. It's still tearing weirdly. Okay. All right, let's just... I might just cut these with scissors. They seem to be opening strangely for... Okay, that works. Tearing off tiny pieces. All the way... So I can pick them up later. It's fine. Everything's fine. I swear I'll do that. All right. Anyway. Guide light optimizer. Let's go a little bit. Get that in focus. Okay. Guide light optimizer. Spin out. Fine removal spell. Double black, so a little bit of a commitment there, but that's the norm. So... you know, what can you say? It's removal. Ride's End, also good removal. One of the white's answers to gods in this format. And just a decent, quite decent removal spell. Silken Strength for limited. Silken Strength, this has done some things for me. It's also, there are times when it goes poorly because it doesn't match up against most other combat tricks. It doesn't match up against well at all. Air Response Unit. That one has done some work for me. The crew one is nice. It's just a little bit expensive for what it does, but Flying Vigilance is sweet. Oh, this thing has led to some very explosive starts. But again, you need to kind of draw your stuff in the right sequence with the mounts and vehicles deck. Boom Scholar is nutty. Like, I love the Gruul exhaust deck. That tends to just have some beyond explosive, really fast, crushing games. Same with Rakdos, of course. Ooh, Planes. Foil, full art. Air Response Unit, the alternate. Yep, still don't like these. I'm sorry. I hope I'm not being down on somebody who loves this, but like, so nothing on to the person who likes this. It's just not my thing. You could like it. You can love things that I don't love. This is great. Alternate art Pathmaker. I like this style a little bit better. Let's go. Demonic Junker. I did want this. This is nice. Affinity for artifacts. Destroy up to one target creature each player controls. Then you can make it bigger if you destroy something you control. Priest of the Crossing. Extended art from the commander. Beginning of each end step, put X+1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. Fascinating. Be great in the black-white sack decks. It's also a zombie, which is a relevant creature type. That's kind of cool. So it, yeah, it might work really well in my Teysa deck, I think, actually. That's really cool. Anyway. Son of a... Okay, so if you watch the stream, you know that we actually opened one collector booster so far from the Finish Line bundle, I think it's called, or something like that. And it had this in foil, and this is the stuff of frickin' nightmares, and I hate it. The card is also the stuff of nightmares and limited, but like this artwork, just I will never sleep again. I hate it. It's ugly. It makes me sad and ooked out. Anyway, but like, there you go. Anyway, I also don't understand why they needed to make a 5-mana 8/8 trample in limited that it can also just cycle. You know, it's just. So I do want this card for my dinosaur deck. I absolutely want this card for my dinosaur deck. I will avoid this art like the plague. So hopefully I can trade this for the other artwork. Because, ew. Anyway. Oh, cool. I love the lands. The lands I am excited to get. So Bleachbone Verge. These are the land sequence that was started during Duskmourn. That cares if you have one of the plains or swamp, it can add the other one. So starts off with one and then can add the other if you control one or the other of the plains or swamp, for example, or the other of the two that it provides. So this is really cool. I'm really happy to get that. So I'm gonna put that over there, and all the rares over there because reasons. Okay, and then we have, ooh, a foil full art land. Nice. Willow Rush Verge. That's definitely gonna go on my Zagana deck, I think. Nice. The more you know, double lands, the better. That's awesome. Lands that can produce 2 colors are super sweet for those. Nalar Aetherjet. Okay. And a construct token. Foil tokens, double-sided tokens are sweet. We are very happy to get those. All right. Well, that pack was really cool with the lands. I'm really happy about those lands. And we'll see where we go from there. Rex is just like staring at me. I'm gonna have to like push that underneath the other cards. I can't handle it. I think it's vile. All right. Oops, sorry. Almost flashed the rares a little bit there. Sorry about that. If you know what I'm getting, I didn't know what I'm getting, but if you know what I'm getting, don't tell me. All right, Deathless Pilot, great card in limited, just has some really good. Just keep on blocking. Leonin Surveyor, fine card. Run Over, great card. Target creature only, so it's not the best of like the things that this, you know, like Master's Rebuke could do, like Planeswalker and stuff. So and the one, there was one that can do like creature, Planeswalker, or battle too from March of the Machines. So that one was, I think, the best that's ever been printed. Cosmic something. But yeah. So this is sweet though for removal in limited. Goblin Surveyor serves a purpose, mostly filler. Momentum Breaker, that's a fun one. I like that one. In limited, that's really fun. Again, if you get against like the token decks, it's really annoying, but you can often maneuver such that it gets some value. And again, it has the start your engines and has the later little bit of value off sacrificing it to gain life. Spike Shell Harrier! Blue Shell! So, great card in limited. Absolutely great. One of the only ways to interact with speed. Push the limit. I've heard that this card can be a good top end in like the vehicle decks, red vehicle decks, where you can get some of those cyclers, the vehicles that you wouldn't really run, but you could cycle for 1 red if you have like a little bit of cycle synergies, or you just have this card to build too. So, I mean, I haven't tried it out yet. I'm looking forward to seeing whether that works out. We'll see. Might be living the dream a little too much, but yeah. Swampy. Foil full art. Ew. Sorry. I don't. This art style was not my favorite creative decision that they've made recently. Clearly, I haven't seen one of these that I've liked. But yeah, this is clearly just not for me. There's always going to be things that aren't for me. But there's a lot for me, so I'm still fine. All right. Spire Mech Cycle. Big red thing. Ooh, yay! And a Regal Imperiosaur. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. This goes in my dino deck. I'm very happy about that. That card, also a 3-mana 5/4 with upside, is definitely not power creep. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not something you want to see on turn 3 Unlimited. It's not fair. So, yes, we have a Regal Imperiosaur. Because reasons. Sigh. Anyway, moving along. Stride Hanger Automaton. 3-mana 1/4. Opters you control get +1/+1. If 1 or more artifact tokens will be created under your control, those tokens plus an additional 1/1 colorless Thopter artifact creature token with flying are created instead. Get more Thopters! Make them bigger! I love it. And an extended art is nice. Great art, too. Zahur, Glory's Past. Full art. Giddy Zombie. This one's fun and limited. The black-white deck does need help a lot of the time. It needs to get the rares and stuff. That said, to really, you know, like it needs to get this, like, and among others to really pull ahead. So that's it. If it get, you know, if you are in black white, often you're the only one in that. So yeah, cool card. Don't think it's worth a lot, but it's really cool. So I like it. Doesn't go in my cat decks, but might go in the Tesa deck. Explosive Getaway. You can save one of your creatures, then do 4 damage to everything else. In limited, that can often just be a one-sided board wipe, like save one creature. Sorry, I mean, yeah, it can be a one-sided board wipe because you could have one and they could have many and smaller ones, and there you go. But you can also just wipe the board and at least get to keep one creature for 5, which is pretty cool. Again, 4 damage is slightly restrictive, so in other formats it may not be as good. But yeah, it's a cool card. Nothing that I don't think I'm looking to put that in a particular deck, though. Demonic Junker, the alternate art, still don't like it. But I already got the one in foil, so I'm pretty happy about that. So we'll be doing giveaways. So it looks like all the tokens are the commander tokens, double-sided Golem and Construct. So that's pretty cool. I mean, commander's what you really... The commander's really great because that's what I want to be playing tokens in a lot, so there we are. Those precons are pretty cool. All right, let's see next. Okay, wait, no. Other way side, okay. Light Shield Parry. This is one of the combat tricks, again, that beats the +1/+2 off the with Reach off the other thing. But I have gotten to eat several creatures that are flying by untapping with the +1/+2 and Reach and going from there. So not too bad. This one's still a fine trick as well, especially because it's the cycling. So if you don't need it, you can find some other action. Avishkar Raceway, start your engines. I will probably be putting some of these type of lands in my colorless decks for EDH. They seem to get decent value. Bounce Off, great limited spell. Strictly better unsummon because it returns creatures and vehicles. So that's cool. Burner Rocket, that trample +2/+0 is very, very relevant. That lovely little bit of flash. And then you can also get more value by crewing and attacking later. Or just getting for the final points of damage. There might not be a later. Foul Roads, again, getting value out of your lands is always really, really nice. I haven't played with as many of these as I would like, just because they enter tapped. Unless you control a mount or vehicle, and depending on the deck, you don't have as many of those as you know you'd like to maybe run this with, you know, maybe a splash or something like that. So oftentimes I haven't put these in or taken them highly, just because at the time I won't have the level of mounts or vehicles that I would need to make sure that this comes in play untapped, and or I'm splashing too much to want. Glory Heath, I like this card. It's really fun. I have had a little bit of trouble getting it in sometimes, but the thing that gives it flying, that saddles something, and when it's saddled with that creature, the 3/1, gives it flying. That's cool. But it's a nice one. I've put counters on it with the little green-white flyer. So there's been some cool stuff that I've done with that. Autarch Mammoth is really good and limited. Yeah, what can I say? Okay. Island. Full art. Spot Cycle Scouter again, but non-foil. Full art alt. Skybox Ferry. Full art alt again. This one I don't mind as much, the art. The background is still a lot, but the art I like. Okay. All right. Debris Beetle, cool! Very nice. Siege Beetle. Siege Car. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then we have Etheric Amplifier. 3 mana, add 1 mana of any color. 4, choose 1, activate only as a sorcery. Double the number of each kind of... Whoa! Oh, interesting. I see. So it's meant to be an energy doubler at the very least. Okay, I see. But you could potentially... Oh, but it's 7 mana. So 7 mana, double the mana number of... Yeah. So you could alter Planeswalker if you had 7. But I mean, again, if you have 7 mana. Yeah, that's interesting. I might find a home for this. I'm not sure. Okay. Ugh. Waxen Shape Thief. This is the clone flash. But it's a clone only for the stuff you control, an artifact creature you control. It does have cycling, so you can get rid of it if you don't want it, but don't like the art, and not a huge fan of the card. Alright. Ooh, Repurposing Bay. We got one of these already in the, I think in one of the packs that we opened for the pre-release kit, I think, on stream. Birthing Pod for artifacts. Yay! Sort of. No, yeah. I mean, activate only is a sorcery. It's not quite. Why? Oh, do not like you. All right, vehicle that Chandra produces and the Chandra emblem. Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm slightly... I'm not gonna lie. I'm slightly disappointed by all of these alternate art stuff. Like, I don't like them. They're just ugly. A lot of them, so... I'm a little sad about that. I did not know that those were going to be the alternate arts. I haven't looked at the set prior, really, for, like, alternate arts. I looked at the normal arts, and I was like, those are great. Meh. All right. Well, hopefully we get some cool stuff other than that. All right. Here we go. Oof. Mutant Surveyor. Meh. Of the Surveyors, I'm not a huge fan of this one. Nimble Thopterus did quite good in draft. It's fine. I mean, it's not great. It's fine. Hazard of the Dunes is wonderful. Really like that one in green. Skybox Fairy has a place, not unplayable. Ooh, I like Unswerving Sloth. That one's great in the, well, basically in any white deck, but any deck that can saddle it pretty reliably. It's just great. Fantastic card. Cloudspire Sky Cycle. I've had this played against me. I have not played it yet. Seems interesting. I have heard talk that Boros is not that strong in this set. I will have to continue trying out to make sure, but we'll see. Dredger's Insight. I don't really like this card. I've had it played once against me. It didn't seem to do too much. Mountain. Two Suns. Interesting. And Tatooine. Rover Blades. Yeah. Okay, moving along. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Oh, Bloodghast. I don't know whether this needed a reprinting, but it has been reprinted. There it is. Et voila. It doesn't really look like a vampire. It looks like a beastie, but okay. Moving along. Some of the art decisions in the set are questionable to me. On Wings of Gold from the Commander. Creatures that you control that are zombies and or tokens get +1/+1 have flying. Oh my god. Whenever one or more cards... Okay, create a 1/1 wait. Zombie creature tests with a 2/2 flyer whenever one or more cards leave your great... Jesus. Okay. Embalming... Eat your heart out. Cool. That's a nice card. I like it. You know, the actual card of this is quite nice. Like, the actual art of the original one. Thanks, I hate it. Moving along. I hope these are worth something so I can at least trade for the normal copies. If these aren't worth what the normal copies are, I'm gonna be pissed. But, like, I can't imagine they're worth what the normal copies are, because statistically, like... Yeah, anyway, we'll see. Hopefully I can trade for the normals. Ooh, Mendicant Core. Okay, this style, again, I like this style, is fine. That's cool. That's really cool, and I did want one of these. Sweet. Draconautics engineer. This is like the Goro Goro, or whatever it was. No, is that what it was called? But basically the exhaust, you can gain haste and put a something kind on this creature, or you can exhaust once for a 4/4 red dinosaur dragon creature token with flying. But I'm gonna want the regular version of that card too. Zombiesy. And elephant. Now this is from the main set, so it does look like there are, and the other vehicle emblem was also from the main set, so it does look like there are some main set tokens as well. So that's cool. It's not only the commander. All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right, keeping on going. Oh my god, sorry. Oof. I don't mean to be so down, but I didn't realize the artwork was gonna be like this. I did not realize. I wish it were my thing. It's definitely not. Definitely not. Oh well. At least I like the alternates that are done by that have the, you know, this look. Like this look I don't mind at all. That's fine. All right, to each their own. Here we go. Keen Buccaneer has some fun in the cycling / discard deck. Can also draw an extra card for the 4/4 flying vehicle, which is pretty cool. That makes Thopters. Brightfield Mustang can do occasional things and run away with the game, but doesn't always. Endrider Catalyzer. I've been fine with this one. It has actually on occasion produced that extra mana, which was super sweet. Camera Launcher. Fine card. Not great. Nesting Bot is great. I like Nesting Bot a lot in Limited. It's great. She's good card. Not all decks want it, but it's a good one. Hellish Sideswipe. Fine removal. Apocalypse Runner. I've only played against this. I've not played it yet. I don't think it's terribly impressive, but it seems okay. I just feel like if with the big 6/5, you're like not wanting to use it for its ability, it feels weird. And like, why lifelink? But yeah. Planes. Just feels like it's not doing what Rakdos wants to do. Guidelight Pathmaker. Again, this style's fine. Not offended by it at all. Carrion Cruiser. This is the recursion. Artwork is meh. Zahar, Glory's Past. We got the full art of that earlier. I do like this version of it pretty well. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Hard to see that artwork, but it's got its mouth on it. It's just a really cool, a lot of movement in the art, a lot of play of light. It's just, yeah, it's a really cool card. I like it. Okay, back to these things. Okay. Temet, Noctimon's Will. We actually, I think, opened this in the collector booster that we opened before. On stream, so that was pretty cool. I think it does come with the Commander decks anyway, as like this, so nothing very special, sadly. All right, here we go. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'd have to look again, but I think so. Yeah. Burnout Bastronaut, there we are. Card seems fun. We'll never be playing that one. Ooh, Radiant Lotus, which actually I think is a little bit of money. Full art. Oh, sorry, no. Extended art. That's nice. That's really nice. I am not sure whether I would be making use of this in any of my decks, but it's possible. Tap sacrifice one or more artists chooses to call the target player as... Yeah. Maybe in my Eldrazi deck. Eh. That might work. Explosive Getaway again. Extended Art Foil this time. Treasure Token. And Dinosaur Dragon. Rawr, ×2. Alright. So. Next. Ooh, this one opened nicely. Alright, here we go. We have... Stall Out. It's okay. Not great. Thornwood Falls. More fixin'. Pothole Mole. Fine way to get cards into the graveyard for recursion, and fine way to keep your land going. We always have like some version of those, like the farmer from like Eccentric Farmer, I think it was, from Midnight Hunt or Crimson Vow, I forget. But yeah, good stuff. We had some versions of that since then. One in OTJ as well. Guidelight Matrix. Rocky Roads. Oh, I like this. This is one of my favorite of the zombie cats at Uncommon that does cool things once max speed. Good stuff. That one poops out zombies. The other one I like is the red one that gets you to... You can exile a card and do some cool stuffs from the top of your... basically, you get like an outpost siege. It's just nice for once you have the max speed. Embalmed Descendant, the uncommon that goes with our lovely putty tats in our white-black. Island. Midnight Mangler. Burner Rocket. This art I don't mind. That's fine. That's fine. Ooh, Doge. Little puppy. There's a corgi. Very shiny. Such dog. Much wow. Okay. Lost Monarch of Ifnir. Afflict 3. Zombie Noble. 4 mana, 4/4. Other zombies you control have Afflict 3. Jesus. At the beginning of your second main phase, if a player is dealt combat damage by a zombie this turn, mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Ooh. Okay, not a may, so just noting. But cool. Very cool. Extended art there. Boom Mobile. Yeah, okay. Sunbillow Verge. Nice. Full art. That is cool. That's neat. Okay, I like it. Lands are nice. Then we have Winter Cursed Rider. Foil full art. I don't know how good this is going to be in any deck that I have. But the Ward Pay 2 life is pretty sweet. And like the Exhaust Wrath can do work. I don't really have a blue-black artifact deck right now. I just have a blue one and a colorless, but maybe I'll have to make one. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot of flowy bits in that art. Glitchy bits. Nice. Okay. And then we have a Beastie Token. Looks like the old one from Kaladesh or Aether Revolt. And, oh, another Beastie Token. 3/3. That's kind of cool. Is the Ferrari making my lighting go weird? Is that what's happening? Maybe a little. Oh, let me know what you think. Okay. Pew pew. Yay! I might have figured out the trick to this. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Collision Course. Night Market. All right. Ripclaw Wrangler. Not a huge fan of that one. Crash and Burn. Red Removal. Reef Roads. Stock Up is a good selection card. Outpace Oblivion. Fine removal in red. Not amazing. Plains. Clamorous Ironclad. This is the cycling vehicle that I was talking about, where you could maybe get to that giant uncommon, the 5 and 2 red, to bring back all your stuff, your vehicles and mounts from the graveyard, and they all gain haste and become creatures if they're vehicles. But the art, okay. I mean, I like the shark, but yeah. Air response unit again. Foil full art there. Redshift Rocketeer Chief. The exhaust is never really going to be relevant and limited usually, but the other abilities are fine. The stats are fine. Renewed Solidarity. Oh, wow. That's crazy. I might be doing that in a deck. Yeah, that seems good. That seems very good. Moving this away. All right, that card's very strong. I'm going to be making copies of creatures. Yay. Samut, the Driving Force, full art. That is intense. I love that art. Cool. Count on Luck. Nice. This is extended art. I love it. It's an Outpost Siege for 3 red. Nice. Well, an Outpost Siege choosing a particular mode, I'm gonna say. Sorry. And Mendicant Core, Guidelight, full art foil. Again? Again. Oh, that is the second one we've got, right? Anyway, Construct and Nalar Aetherdrift Jet again. Hold on, I gotta go check whether... Non-foil. Non-foil. So the foil and non-foil we have now. Okay. Alrighty then. Very cool. Okay, so what else we got here? Okay. Let me know what you're hoping to open and whether we've opened it, or how you feel about this artwork. Like, is there a way I'm not like that I'm looking at it that I'm not appreciating it? I don't know. Like, let me know your thoughts and perspectives on those. Light Wheel Enhancements. Meh card. Trip Up is fun and really good in tempo or the cycling. Just makes it, the versatility of that's just really nice. Engine Rat does some work. Loxodon Surveyor, fine stats for what it does. Locust Spray has definitely killed a bunch of things on my board. But can be useless, but when it is, you got that lovely cycling. Rocketeer Boost Buggy, fine vehicle for that lovely exhaust deck that we already got the other signpost for. Elvish Refueler has done some work against me. I think it's a little bit of a trap card in some decks, but like in the decks against me, it's been pretty great. Mountain. Broadcast Rambler. Yeah. Rocketeer Boost Buggy. The other art. That's fine. Ooh, Hazaret. Godseeker. Seems fun. I think this card is great. Well, okay, it's good in limited. Oftentimes, like, you have to have the deck built around it. You have to get that start your engine stuff going and get max speed very quickly. Otherwise, it's a a 2-mana enchantment that allows some creatures to get through, but it's a little bit slow for several turns, which this set can be quite fast. So, but that's cool. I did actually want to get one of those at least. So that's pretty sweet. And foil, yay. Nissa, World Soul Speaker. 3, so from the commander. Really amazing artwork. Oh, it's Magali. Duh. Okay, sorry. One of my favorite artists working in Magic. 4 mana, 3/3, landfall. Whenever land you control enters, you get 2 energy. You can pay 8 energy rather than pay the mana cost for permanent spells you could cast. That card seems fun. I'm gonna find something to put that in. That's gonna be great. Lumbering World Wagon. Alternate art. Sorry, I almost put it with the commons and uncommons because I don't like it. All right. Oh, look, we have another March of the World ooze. An extended art version this time instead of the cray cray. There we are. They both seem really cool. I actually like both arts on these. That's really nice. All right, cool. And an unstoppable plan. Beginning event step, untap all non-land permanents you control. Interesting. So it's not a wilderness wreck, it's the other thing. Could be fun. Could be really fun. I'm not sure I have a deck for this yet, but I'm sure there's a lot of stupid things you can make happen with this. Extended art foil on that. Max speed token. Okay, this is really sweet to have. I definitely want to have this because I want to put it in any decks, like with any decks that I'm gonna put anything that has starter engines in. So that's really pretty, and I'm happy to have one. Okay, even two, because I might find two decks that I want to put those in. Okay, that pack was cool. That pack was cool. All right, what we got? Hull Drifter. It's definitely not a Mull Drifter. Packed All Terror has been doing more things to me than I'd liked it to have done in this set. Seems a fine card. Scoured Barrens. Clamorous Ironclad. There's the that was the Sharky that we saw before that I was saying is the cycling artifact vehicle that might be good to get back at the end. Wretched Doll. A little bit underperforming. I thought it was going to be better than it is. It's also very creepy to look at. Canyon Vaulter. Here's the one that Cruise and Saddles gives flying. Still a fine card. Spire Mech Cycle. I've had one or so of those before. Swampy. Thundering Broodwagon. Good card in limited. Don't like the alternate art. Okay. Broadcast Rambler again. Alternate art foil. Possession Engine. This is cool. I've lost to this, definitely. They took something I really couldn't afford to lose. It was Gonti. And then they were able to get in and just win the game there. I was not able to find removal for this in time. It was brutal. Because it doesn't matter that Gonti can't attack or block. It was just, yeah, all they needed to do was get in. They could cast cards from the top of my deck. So they beat me with my own card with that. Props to them. Aetherflux Conduit. 6 mana. Whenever you cast a spell, you get an amount of... Whoa. Energy equal to the amount of mana supposed to cast that spell. Pay 50 energy. Draw 7 cards. You can cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana costs. Alright. Interesting. I think there's another card that you can, like, use 50 energy just to kill people, but yeah. That'll work. Alright. Cool. From the commander. Gas Guzzler. There you are. It's not Ben Stiller. Yeah. Perilous Snare. Fine card in limited. Ooh! Full art River Pyre Verge. Nice. Very nice. I like that. Yay. Zombiesi token with Decay and Timeless Dragon. Alright, let's go, let's go. Okay. What next will be open? I guess we're just, I mean, we got the Lotus, and we got the nice March of the World ooze. Ketramos, I think, is the one big thing that the biggest of the things that we haven't opened, so that's cool. Bloodfell Caves. Broadcast Rambler, the normal. Dynamite Diver. Beast Rider Vanguard. This one has, gets some value late game. I like this one. Marshall's Path Cruiser. I might have to put this in my 5-color deck just because my 5-color deck is absolute jank, and this is an absolute jank card. Love it. In limited, it's fine because it actually gets that basic land. Does not put it onto the battlefield, but it can fix your mana that way. And make sure you make your land drops rather. Alacrian Armory, best when you're on the attack. Just because it doesn't matter. It's beginning combat on your turn. Like, it doesn't make the vehicles into blockers, essentially. So just good on the attack. So if you're not ahead, this isn't a great card to play. The +1/+1 in Vigilance is fine if you have a lot of small creatures. That still seems fine. And to be able to attack with one mount without having to, or vehicle without having to crew or saddle it, that's pretty cool. But I was trying to make a deck around like vehicles, and this did not work out. Did not work out at all. Ooh, I like this card. This card is excellent, and I do think I want to put this in my Zagana deck. The +1/+1 for everyone. That ramp with the exhaust is so nice. I'm definitely considering that one for the Zagana deck. The counters deck: Forest, Spire Mech Cycle, alternate art, full art. Rangers, Ether Hive, alternate art, full art. Ooh, Draconautics Engineer, their normal one. This one I like. This one I like. Very nice. Good artwork. Perfect. Okay, I did want one of those. Because I think that goes in my Goblin deck. Rampaging Etherhood. So 5 mana, trample, ward 2, 44 rather. 44, yeah. At the beginning of your upkeep, you get an amount of energy equal to this creature's power. Then you may pay 1 or more energy. If you do, put... Oh. Maybe that goes in Zagana. I don't know. I mean, there's already the 5 mana Colonian that just keeps doubling, but it doesn't have ward, man. We'll see. We'll see. But getting energy, right? Beginning of your upkeep, getting 4 energy is pretty sweet in the energy deck. So maybe I'll do that in, like, with the same deck that I put that Nissa in. Okay, cool. Web Strike, Elite. But why is it not a spider? Why, with web in the name, web, why is it not a spider? Anyway. Daretti Rocketeer Engineer, 5 mana, full art. Power equal to the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Whenever it enters the attack, choose an artifact in your graveyard. You can sacrifice an artifact. If you do, return the chosen card to the battlefield. Can be really cool. In an artifact deck. I don't know, my Goblin deck doesn't want it, but that's a cool full art, and I love that art. Okay. Ooh, wow. Okay, here's an alternate art that I actually love. Oh, that is gorgeous. I thought it was Dominic Myers at first. But it is Chun-Lo. It is really cool. I like the use of color in that. That is nifty. Very, very cool. Very cool. All right. Very nice. Okay. And then we got a zombie and pilot token. Mounts and cruise vehicles. So again, the old pilots did not saddle mounts. So the old pilot tokens don't do that. All right. From Kamigawa. All right. Last one. Let's see. So far, I've not been terribly impressed. I don't know whether we've made our money back. The editor will be able to tell us so. But the problem is that for many of these are just like cards that I would never want to run just because of the artwork. And so I'm happy to have giveaways of cards that were for people who don't really care about that artwork or who love that artwork. That's going to be fantastic. But for me, the experience of opening is somewhat dimmed by the fact that I'm like, ooh, don't like that one. Even more so than with Duskmourn to some degree, which is weird. Like, I don't know why I mean, I don't really like body horror art, so I didn't like Duskmourn art that much. Like, it just wasn't really for me. But like, I wasn't going, like I just don't want to look at that, and it's in my face, so in my face as well. Like, some of the subtleties of the body horror you could kind of not see if you wished, but like there's no way that you are not seeing this dinosaur. Like there's no way that you are not seeing that. No Unsee juice for that. So anyway, Swiftwing Assailant. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I'm just being weird. All right, Skystreak Engineer. But for me, you know, a lot of magic. Like magic is the artwork is just always so stunning usually. So, But again, there are things that I acknowledge are not going to be for me, that are going to be for somebody else, and they're going to love it. So I'm just happy somebody loves. I hope there's somebody out there who loves this. I'm happy for them what that they do. All right, the Vanilla Omnivore, Wreck Remover, Voyage Home, Pace Setter Paragon. Oh, Greenbelt Guardian. Excellent card. Excellent card. That card is wonderful and limited. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I love it. Any green deck wants it. It's so good. Island. Veloheart Bike. Okay. Midnight Mangler, again, alternate, but there's a foil this time. Full it. Oh, Wastewood Verge, yay! Again, lands, nice. Pretty cool. Adaptive Omni Tool, 2 mana, equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. Ooh. Whenever equipped creature attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal an artifact card from among them and put it into your hand. Wow. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay, that's pretty cool. The Captain America decks probably want this. Maybe. Who knows? All right. Lifecraft Engine. Oh yeah, I've seen this in limited. I don't like the alternate art. Okay. It's the... Yeah, okay. Moving along. Sita Varma, Masked Racer. Okay. All right. I haven't tried this in limited yet. I think it could be cool. I mean, it's 2 mana 2/3s to start with, which isn't awful, but it is a little harder to cast than a 2 mana 2/3 can be that we've seen in green in the past. The Exhaust is a cool ability. It's got to be really late game. And you have to have gone wide, which blue-green can do with some of the little squirrel... Sorry, they're mice. I just want them to be squirrels for my squirrel deck, but they're not. But the little 1/1 that exhausts, make itself a 2/2 and then make a 3/3 token with it. So, yeah, okay. I mean, there's a deck that can use that, definitely. All right, Goblin Thopter with ghosts because reasons. Okay. That Goblin token is really cool though. This I really like. Look at that. It's spectacular. Awesome. You can practically feel the heat from the explosion in the background. Nice. All right. So, well, that's that collector booster box. I'll probably I do have the remainder of that finish line box or whatever it is, or like that bundle that I'm going to be doing on stream. And so we have one more collector booster in that, so that'll be the final collector booster that we open for now, and we'll see what we get. But let's go through and see the things that I'm super excited about. Obviously this is really cool. March, those are really nice. I'm sure I can find a use for those. I'll probably trade this the box topper Salvation Engine for a normal one or something like that. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, this one's not the color is just me. Okay. Anyway, if you saw it in person, it's not pretty. But let's see. From here, I love the lands. The Gear Hulk is so sweet. Love Duretti, and I want to try that out. There's a bunch of stuff from the Commander decks that I would like to try out as well, and it's cool to have them in extended art. Draconautics Engineer, more land. We've got Unstoppable Plan, I think I could do something with maybe. This lovely Nissa, Hazaret. I'm sure I can find a place for Quag Feast and Count on Luck. This thing is so cool. I'm gonna see what I can find that'll do something with it. It may or may not find its way into a deck. Renewed Solidarity is sick. I'm super happy to have that. That one I'm really excited about. Can probably find a deck for that. Or make one for it. We'll see. Winter seems sweet too. Sunbillow Verge there. Probably this Ifnir finds a place. I'm probably going to put this in my cats and dogs deck. That'll be fun. I don't think I find a place for this. And this, we'll see, but I think it's money, so I'm excited. Let's see. This is just really pretty. This probably goes in, like I said, one of these versions of this goes in the Tesa deck. I'm excited about this foil Mendicant core full art. I'll probably give this one away or do something else with it. On Wings of Gold seems sweet too. Bloodghast I'll probably give away. Ugly Ox. Repurposing Bay is fun. Amplifier. Debris Beetle's cool. Here's the Zahar, the full art. That's so cool. Stride Hanger Automaton. This is going right in my Dino deck. Not the mama. Willow Rush Verge, super sweet. There's the cool Junker in the regular art. Priest of the Crossing, I can probably find something for. This needs to get out of my sight. Bleachbone Verge. Saheeli's cool. We'll see whether I find a place for that. Bulwark Ox, we'll see. Probably going to make this go away. I just don't like the mill decks. They feel non-interactive to me. I don't like it. Feels like playing solitaire. All right. So, the editor will tell you what we got up in here, and we'll see whether we made our money back, and we'll see what's the what. I think there are only really a few big money cards in this, but we did not open a Ketramos, which is the biggest of them. So we'll see whether what we got did get us there. As is normally the case, go buy singles. As Tolarian Community College says, it is truly like, if you're hoping to open a specific card, you don't want to be opening these. It's such a gamble to see whether you'll make more than what you paid. And so you might as well actually like get the cards you want as well as get what you paid for. So hopefully the opening it saves you money, so that you get to live vicariously through me opening packs, and just enjoying that as opposed to spending your own money to do so. And I hope you had a really good time. I hope we opened some of the things you were hoping that we would open, and I hope you, when you do open anything, I hope you open exactly what you want always, and maybe some cards you didn't even know you wanted, but suddenly you're like, yes, I can fit this in a deck. I'm excited to play this card. So, yes. And let me know if you are interested in having me give away these alternate arts on screen, even though I'm not selling them, am I? I'm not selling them as cards. Like, I mean, like, literally, like, the concept I am not selling. I'm like, these are ugly. Take them. But yes. Anyway. Do you want these? I'm only going to throw them away. Anyway, sorry. So yes. So we'll see what we got. Editor will let us know. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I cannot wait to see you again for the next opening. Or draft, or recorded video, or VOD, or whatever it is. So, all right. Have so much fun. Love you all. Mwah! Hope to see you again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, night, afternoon tea, second breakfast, whatever time it is for you. Cheerios.